What is up, YouTube? Happy New Year. Okay, I got to get myself together. Okay, so let's see what is going on. I wish I could have the screen full size so I could like look at myself and see the comments at the same time. But I don't think you can do that. Let me get some lip gloss, guys. Okay. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Listen, I felt like I had to get on here and go live because I haven't seen y'all in so long. This lip gloss that I'm using is Manny's Lunar Beauty Lip Gloss, and it's really shiny. It smells like vanilla cake, and I really like it. But the only thing is, because I have lipstick on and it's a clear gloss, I don't like to put the dirty applicator back in and then mess up the clarity of the lip gloss. So I like to just wipe it off here. But yo, I wanted to check in with my YouTube fam because oh, somebody's in a building. Whoever is watching, what's popping? Hi, Angie. Who's that? Eugene Steele. What's up, Eugene Steele? Listen, I ain't upload a video in a month. So I feel like I had to come in and check in with the people from YouTube. And whoever don't catch the video now, y'all could catch it tomorrow while you're supposed to be at work doing your job. You could just, is this on? I hope this is on. Yeah, y'all could just, listen to me. I just wanted, like I said, I just wanted to check in and just talk to people for a little while. How was y'all New Year? My New Year was good. It was so crazy because right before New Year, it was, I want to say this was like, oh, okay, the mic is on. Okay, thank you, Mr. Eugene Steele. I got to make sure it's on. It's so crazy because I have not uploaded a video in like a month. So I just wanted to come say Happy New Year to everybody and let y'all know what I have planned. This is my main channel and I have a lot of my podcast stuff on this channel. So I have two new podcasts coming out this week. I did a ladies VIP episode that's going to be coming on this week. And if people want to know what's the ladies VIP, it's not strictly for ladies. Like guys could come on and benefit from the podcast too and listen to the podcast. But I wanted to have a show where, ladies could come together and talk about ladies things. Somebody else joined. What's up? Me and my two viewers, we just in here kicking it. I just wanted to come on and say Happy New Year. Whoever that second person is, I wish they could show you who it is because I could be like, oh, hey, what's up? But yeah, so I have a ladies VIP podcast coming up where we talk about ladies issues. But like I said, men could tap in. Sometimes I have men on the episode as well. So that's what I have going on. I have that. And then I'm going to re-release my podcast with Gat Murder. So if y'all don't know who that is, he got the web series, The Brooklyn Way. He's done countless records with a lot of people. He's on the Math Hoffa podcast. So I got that coming real soon. And that's going to be coming this week. So I have that going and I'm recording some new episodes for my podcast. I actually took 4 weeks off because the last time that I saw that I had uploaded a video on YouTube, that shit said a month ago. And I was like, oh, hell no, I can't take no month off. My subscribers are going to forget about me. And it's just going to be, I just can't do that anymore. 2 of those weeks I had COVID. I felt like a basic ass biatch when I got COVID. And it was so crazy because it's been like 3 years. Oh, cheers to everybody. What do I have in my glass? I have I'm a whiskey girl. So what up to whoever just came in the chat? I'm pre-recording a what's up to everybody, Happy New Year video. So if you tapping in, say what's up. So anyway, what I'm drinking right now is I'm a whiskey girl. So this is Suntory whiskey with ice and a splash of ginger ale. So cheers to everybody. Happy New Year. Take a sip of your drink. Make sure y'all drink lots of water because I got my water here. For every drink, I got my water. So we're going to be staying hydrated in this motherfucker. So anyway, yeah. So back to what I was saying. So I took a month off of like posting. It was because of the holidays, but it was also because of my basic ass went and got COVID. So I was so pissed off. So anyway, this is good. This is good. Like, you know what? I'm not even going to tell y'all. Go ahead, keep drinking y'all Casamigos and all this other shit. I'm not even gonna let y'all know. I'm not even gonna put y'all on to the Suntory and the splash of ginger ale. I'm not doing that. Y'all could go ahead and keep on with y'all stuff. I'm trying to put y'all on, but y'all not listening. So anyway, all right. So back to what happened. So anyway, so COVID. All right. So my ass got COVID. Now, the whole 3 years that this damn thing been around, I've avoided getting COVID like the plague. I got vaxxed up. I got my mask. I'm washing my hands. I mean, I'm strapped up. So now that it's like 3 years later, finally, New York City was like, you know what? It's optional now when you travel for masks. So that was like the first thing. I should have did some more research, but that was the first thing that made me be a little bit, I guess you could say, like relaxed. And I was like, oh, okay, well, if New York City is saying masks is optional, then maybe COVID is on its way out and I don't have to be as diligent. So I was like traveling, moving through the city, not really wearing masks. I was still washing my hands, but like I would have my mask on at work. But if people came over to me and talk, or if they were showing me something on their phone, like, oh, look at this, you know, people lean into you and they're like, look at this. I wasn't like putting my mask up. I was like, oh yeah, you know, just talking and shit like that. I went to my job's Christmas party. It was like 200 people there, 150 people, no mask in sight. And as I was still like, if I was on a bus or a train and it was like a lot of people, I still would have my mask, but I just was like more relaxed and I let myself get too comfortable, which is, you know, how I think that I contracted that shit. When I tell y'all, I felt like the most basic bitch. It was almost like Pac-Man, where it's like, well, I don't know if I'm aging myself. Who that? Mo Better Cool. What's poppin'? How you doing? Happy New Year. How was your New Year? Tell me, what did you do for New Year? And what is your New Year's goals? Because we're gonna get into that too. So anyway, I'm just telling the people, you know, how I was gone for a month off YouTube and how I'm back. My podcast is back, and how 2 weeks out of those 4 weeks I have freaking COVID. And y'all might hear me a little bit, but I got my halls right here. So I know that my little drink and halls don't really mix together, but we just got to make it do what it do. So where was I in my damn story? So, yeah, I was like relaxed and shit like that. And then, when it caught me, I felt like I was Pac-Man running, and COVID was behind me and it just got me. And I was like, damn, I feel like a basic ass bitch. I feel like I let it catch me. I was sick for like a good 5 to 6 days. I'm not even going to lie. I was really down. I was down for the count for like a week and a half, you know what I'm saying? And I feel a lot better now, but I have like this like dry lingering cough, so forgive me if y'all hear it. But so much happened. So anyway, so that was like literally my job's Christmas party was like the first weekend of December. I get sick with COVID the second week of December. I was done for like a week and a half. I was just starting to feel like myself right before Christmas, and my family was mad cool. They were like, you know, we don't have an issue with you coming. And I tested negative before I came, and I was able to spend the holidays and stuff with my family and New Year and stuff like that. And, you know, I just thank God that, you know, I wasn't in the hospital. I was able to, you know, come out of this and stuff. So that was like my 4 weeks of not really being on social media, but I'm back because I enjoy, you know, I enjoy interviewing people so much. I enjoy my podcast. If anybody is not familiar with my podcast, please go back because I got like 30 something episodes. I'm on season 2 now. I have some dope interviews. Like I said, this week I'm going to re-release the one with Gat Murder. I have a ladies VIP episode, and I'm also going to bring back my show A-List After Dark, where we talk about celebrity gossip and things that's going on in the world. And so much shit happened while within this last 4 months, no, I'm sorry, these last 4 weeks that I wasn't here, I don't even know where to start. Let's see. The whole Megan and Tory situation. Um, to me, that whole situation is just sad all the way around, because although people say, okay, you could either be on one side or another. You have some people that's on the side of Tory Lanez, and they think illly or badly of Megan, and then you have the people that standing with Megan and they may think bad about Tory. I think everybody loses in this situation. I think that this girl was she obviously was shot, she was injured, and I also think that the sympathy is not there for her. And it's just, it really is crazy to me how when people justify the lack thereof sympathy for Meg Thee Stallion, they bring up her sexual history. What does this woman's sexual history have to do with the fact that she was assaulted and shot? That has zero to do with anything. If this was Kylie that was injured, if this was one of these other like Britney Spears or like these teeny boppers that were injured, they're going to go back and say, well, she slept with A, B, and C, so she deserved it. It's just like the weirdest stuff that I heard. Like, who cares about who her previous boyfriends were? Who cares about who she slept with? The fact is that this girl was assaulted with a gun. She has bullet fragments in her heels, and the whole story is just crazy. I think that the girl Kelsey is real sneaky. And again, this is just my opinion. I'm an armchair quarterback here, so all opinions are my own. I don't know any of these people personally, so I can't really like speak on that. But I do think that girl Kelsey is super sneaky. I think she's lying. I think she's in cahoots somehow with Tory Lanez. I think that, and again, this is just my opinion, this is not fact, but I also think that Tory Lanez was so blackout drunk to the point that he could have let off that firearm shot at her in a heated rage. You see, I'm a fan of Snap and all this other kind of stuff that I be watching. Like, I see how people could just have that moment of insanity, and maybe he just got really drunk, and then I don't know, but I think he did it. I think Kelsey knows what happened, or maybe she helped him. I think something with those two. I 100% believe everything that Megan was saying, but a lot of people was like, oh, well, why did Megan lie? Unfortunately, especially because if you're raised in the hood, or you're raised by parents who were street, or maybe you had a dad that was a criminal or a mom that was a rider, like, you might have your parents tell you when you grow up in the hood, like, don't be a cop caller. You know what I'm saying? Like, no matter what, you get it's almost like the culture like to say, like, all right, you getting involved with whatever type of issue with your man, you keep that in your house. You don't be a cop caller. You don't say anything to the cops that could result in you or your man getting arrested. And then, Megan was like, when that happened to her, she lied at first. And I do believe her. She said she lied about the Tory Lanez thing because she didn't want him to get locked up, killed. Everybody was under the influence. Like, and then she kind of doubled back after that and kind of told the truth. And, I don't know. I stand with her. I believe her. I have a lot of sympathy for her. She lost her mom. She lost her dad. She lost her grandma. She's like really out here in the world. And then people will sit there and say, oh, well, she's promiscuous and stuff like that. Well, a lot of times, when women are promiscuous, it's not even about the sex. It could just be about feeling the attention, feeling the closeness, just having somebody there as a companion. I think that guy Party is like a really good, is really good for her. I think that he really cares about her and he's sticking by her side. And I think that that's a good guy for her. But I think that maybe she made some bad decisions with guys. Like, we've all made bad decisions with whoever just came in the building. We got 3 people in the building. What's up, everybody? Please like the video, share it, and come in the chat because I want to see who it is so I can say hello. Don't be ghost watching me. Don't be like a little ghost in here, ghost watching me. Tell me who you are in the chat so I can say what's up. We talking about the Megan and Tory situation, and I'm just saying my opinion. So, like, with the whole Megan thing, I don't think people should be so hard on her because of who she slept with in the past and the the what she kind of what she decided, who she decided to be with, or who she decided to sleep with in her life. The girl lost her whole family. That could be very lonely. On top of that, she's very famous. Hollywood, there's so many elements involved. And so, like, now with this whole trial, it's like a big public spectacle. Tory Lanez is guilty. I think he's awaiting sentencing right now. And I don't think that Megan is clapping for joy and throwing a party. I do believe that in this situation, everybody loses. Tory, like, he was at the height of his career. He had, like, Quarantine Radio was popping, which I don't know, for me, and I could just only say this for me, and my close friends could tell you, I never was like a huge fan of Tory Lanez. It was always something about him. And I swear, I'm not just saying this now because of this whole situation. There was always something about him that just rubbed my spirit wrong. I didn't like him. I couldn't stand the sight of him. Like, I literally was always like, ew, ew. I don't know why. He could be a great guy. But for me, I was just like, no. And then even during, like, the Quarantine Radio era, when he was popping, I never watched Quarantine Radio. I never listened to his music. I gotta plug this fan in because when y'all be like drinking and stuff, it gets hot. And I have all these lights on me. I want to set up my background. Well, let me show y'all real quick. The lamp behind me is really cool because I can do, let me see if I could, I could do like colors and stuff, but let me see, I could do like, you guys can't really see it, but anyway, I want to do like a whole neon kind of thing. Let me turn this on because I ain't got good lighting as it is, and I can't. Whatever. I'm gonna do like a whole neon setup in here because I think it's super dope when you go on YouTube and you see people with the neon vibes. I'm gonna have a whole neon setup, but I have like the neon in my room and in the living room and stuff like that. But I want my whole little office space to be neon. All right. So where the fuck was I? And this is why I wish y'all was talking to me in the chat because you could tell me, because I be going off on different tangents and shit like that. What the hell was I saying? Oh, with Tory Lanez and the Quarantine Radio. So I just wasn't into him like that. I never was into. Oh, what the hell? All right, sorry y'all, because I just looked to see my computer. I had to make sure it was charging. So anyway, yeah. So I was never into Tory Lanez like that. I never subscribed to his stuff. So I didn't like him anyway, but it doesn't mean that I want to see him. It doesn't mean that I want to see him go to jail. It doesn't mean that I want to see him, be away from his kids. It doesn't mean that I want anything bad for him. You know what I'm saying? Nobody wins in this situation. Not Megan, not Tory, nobody. And you can imagine how she feels. She got the world telling her she's a hoe. The world telling her it's her fault. This Kelsey girl, I don't know. She's kind of sneaky in my opinion. But that's that on that. So I'm trying to think what. Let me turn this down because now I'm looking at my phone because I'm trying to think like what else that we could talk about that happens. Oh, I didn't even talk to y'all about my opinion on this. So y'all, the whole YSL situation with Young Thug and everybody's copping out and all this other kind of stuff. People are being compared to 6ix9ine and stuff like that. Okay. I don't think that people need to be comparing. All right. So in a way, people copping Please and 6ix9ine is kind of similar, but kind of not. Like 6ix9ine situation, like he got in trouble with a group of people, and then to avoid and listen, he did what he had to do. You know what I'm saying? Like what he did what he felt he needed to do for his life, and that's his thing. Get on the stand and tell on the entire group. And then off the expense of that, people are doing 15, 20 years. He told one by one, he told everything. He, went to Sammy Gravano. He did all that. All right. That's a wrap. What these guys are doing, I feel like to a degree, and again, I'm not a street I'm I'm an armchair quarterback here. This is just my opinion. I don't know shit about shit. But just like looking at the whole situation, I'm like, okay, so they cop and please, you know, they're confirming things, but in a way I wouldn't say they're exactly like 6ix9ine, because they're confirming things involving activities they were into, but they never really said, okay, Young Thug did this, and this. This person did this, and this. So I don't know. Is that like half a rat? Might not be like a whole New York City rat. It might just be like the tail of the rat, not like a full rat. This is not funny. This whole situation is fucked up. I wasn't really like a huge Young Thug fan. He was just he was okay. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't really think that song with Drake, Too Sexy for This, whatever. Young Thug had his little verse in there, whatever. Um, his verse to me was like fucking so whack, beyond whack. He was talking about pasta and spaghetti, and it had me all over the place. Like, I can't. So whatever. Like, I don't think like his rhymes is really what I'm used to. You know, I come from a different generation. I am a woman of a particular age that loves hip hop. Lyricism matters. Lyrics matter to me. MCs matter to me. I'm not saying I'm fully boom bap. Oh, you gotta always be like Black Thought mixed with, you know what I'm saying, Smith and Wesson mixed with, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't have to constantly be like that, but the music kind of has to get me. And Young Thug, his music was okay. It was never really getting me like that. So I wasn't like a huge fan of him. Then the dresses and everything was a little much for me. But again, just because I wasn't really a fan of his music and his fashion, I don't want to see the guy go to jail for the rest of his life. That's very sad. Um, so that whole thing happened, and I just think that that whole situation is sad. What else has been going on here? um what game says I'm putting a ring on it this year? All you got to do is show up for me like I show up for you, and pick a date. I wonder who he's talking to. um yeah, I don't know. The game, he's cute, he's attractive, but with the game, I feel like his two younger kids, they're so beautiful. His that baby mom, excuse me, that's the cough. Tiffany, I think her name is. She's the school teacher. I want those two to end up together. I like her. I remember, I think they were on, were they on Love and Hip Hop? I don't even remember. I think they might have been on Love and Hip Hop. I like them together, or maybe they were on their own show. I can't really think of it now. What is this? Mo Better. Who you think had the best album of the year for 2022? I pick Marigold by Alex Isley. Listen, I'm fucking embarrassed because I have not heard that album by Alex Isley. However, I am going to go back and listen to it, and I'm going to do another live tomorrow, and I'll let y'all know what I think about that. You want to know something? Like, as far as albums is concerned, look, I'll say this. I've kind of been stuck. I've been stuck like with my same playlist and my same hip hop. It takes a lot to get me out of that. And I will say this year, I swear Vizo and Lola Brooke, I'm checking for them hard. Like, Lola Brooke doesn't have an album out yet, but she is like, I'll say I Swear Vizo and Lola Brooke is like two artists in 2022 that was like really digging. But as far as like albums is concerned, I'm trying to think. That Jeezy and DJ Drama, I do like. I really did like that album. That was probably like my favorite album in 2022. But I'm not gonna sit here and tell y'all that, oh, every single drop I checked out. I gotta start forcing myself to come out of the box and really start checking these artists, like these new artists. It's just, you know what? So much music comes out, and I'm so afraid of hold on, y'all. The halls is coming out. This is the after effects of COVID. I'm not even gonna hold you. You'll get a dry cough. This with whiskey don't really mix, but whatever. We just gonna rock with it. But as far as like, I'm just so afraid of wasting my time and listening to like a whole bunch of trash music that it's almost like I gotta like a certain artist have to pique my interest first, then I'll go back and listen. Like Lola Brooke, she started really piquing my interest. She was giving me reminiscent of like Foxy Brown in the 90s. So I went back and I listened to all her music and I'm like, yo, she's so dope. Ice with Vizo, the same thing. I always thought he was from Atlanta or something like that, but then they told me he was from Detroit. I like him. I don't know how long he's been out, but I think he's super dope. But the Alex Isley, I'm definitely gonna check out. So yeah, so now I guess I'm just talking about what the hell has been going on since I haven't been on here for a month. I just wanted to talk to people. I'm talking about Game. I guess he's saying that he's ready to get married. I don't know. Good luck to him. Okay, what is this? Suge Knight's former attorney is now representing Tory Lanez. That's not funny. Hello, anybody that represented Suge Knight, please don't represent me if I'm in a situation, God forbid. Suge Knight, hello, no. Anything that Tory could do wrong, even more wrong, he's already doing. It keeps getting worse. What? All right. Suge Knight's former attorney is now representing Tory Lanez. It looks like Tory Lanez has a new attorney. This is via Shade Room. According to Suge Knight's former attorney, David Kenner is now representing Tory. The news comes weeks before Tory's sentencing. Child, no. What else happened in 2022 that was crazy that I didn't talk to y'all about? I think I might have talked about R. Kelly's 30 years. Yeah, that was a long time ago. You know, that right there. Oh, Barbara Walters passed. That right there was it was crazy because when you want to think about someone like Oprah, like she said, like Barbara Walters opened the door for women in journalism and knock down so many barriers for women. Because you got to think about it, like Barbara Walters was older. She was born in what, the 30s, the 20s, the 40s. In her day, like how I have the freedom to get on YouTube right now and kick it with y'all. Well, he said 22 might have been the best moment for hip hop albums. All right, Mo Better. So hit me up on Instagram at Angie's World Podcast and put some shit in. Send me some shit that you checking out, because this way I will be able to shift through. You know, I could go on Apple and listen to some things and get back to you. Let me know what's popping so I could go and do that. But yeah, so like Barbara Walters, she really like changed the game for women. The way that I could just get on here and talk like nothing is really because of Barbara Walters. It's because of Oprah. It's because of Angie Martinez. So rest in peace to Barbara Walters. She is a legend. She did a lot in the journalism field. She had a lot of integrity. And what I love about Barbara Walters is when she's in conversations, she is not afraid, no matter who it is, the highest of the high, Donald Trump, whoever, the most affluent people, whoever she's talking to, she's not afraid to ask the questions and to get the information that she needs. And nobody is going to sun her. Nobody's going to make her feel like, oh, that's just a woman or whatever. Like, you know, I love Barbara, I love Oprah, and I love Angie Martinez for different reasons. And we could go into that and unpack that and talk about that at a later time. But rest in peace, Barbara Walters, a freaking legend. I could only dream to be on the level of Barbara and Angie Martinez and Oprah. I can only dream that. And Wendy Williams too. Even though she's messy and she's not really my vibe, she's still the queen too as well. So what else has been going on, y'all? Rest in peace. Tristan Thompson's mom passed away. That's really, really sad news. I would never I would never wish that. My own mom passed away, so I know how that feels. I would never wish that on anybody. And he's young too. I think he's not even 30 yet, or if he's 30 or 31. So rest in peace to her, and condolences to the family. Um, okay, Nick Cannon had another baby. I don't know how many this is by now. I don't know, y'all. 12, 13 kids. I'm not really sure what's happening. But Nick Cannon, I mean, so cute. Here's my issue, right? I try not to be like a judgmental person. And well, yeah, I try not to be. I make a conscious effort not to judge people. Why? Because I love people and everybody has a right to live the life the way they want to live their life. And everyone's morals and values are not going to be like yours, right? So with Nick Cannon, I wonder, I'm not trying to, whatever his mind frame is for having as many kids as he has, like, great, kids are a blessing. My thing is, how can one person be there for so many kids at once, besides financially? You can take care of your kids financially, right? But your kids are not always going to remember the financial stuff. They're going to remember the little things about when I first discovered a star in the sky. My dad was there and told me that's the North Star. When I first had my first recital and I practiced all week for my lines, and now, I'm at my play and I'm doing my first recital and my dad is in the audience and he's clapping and cheering me on. You know what that does for a child's self-esteem, for a child's self-worth? My dad is in the audience taking pictures. My dad is cheering me on, or I'm at my basketball game or my soccer game. Those are the little things that children remember. If you have all these kids and you're having kids in all of these different states, if 2 and 3 children have a game the same day or an important event or a graduation, how do you decide where to be? At some point, that's my phone going off. At some point, someone's going to miss out somewhere. Do you understand what I'm saying? Somebody is going to miss out somewhere. Somebody is going to continue to be disappointed by their father. It's going to be that situation. So I don't know. Like, I look at it, I don't know. I mean, that's something that Nick Cannon is going to have to deal with. So, I mean, we'll see what happens with that. But congratulations to Nick Cannon's baby, his other baby. What else has been going on? What are y'all watching? Tell me, I don't know, if y'all watching this tomorrow or whenever you guys are watching this, tell me in the comments, in the comment section, any new things that you're watching. I'm watching White Lotus now on HBO, and it's kind of crazy. It's like dramatic funny. So the girl, there's a lot of like stars in it or whatever. It's about like this resort. I'm on episode 3, so I don't know like a lot of what it's about, but they're at a resort now. And the first season takes place in Hawaii, and like all this weird shit starts happening to the guests. And I don't know, it's pretty good. So that's what I'm watching. What else? I'm trying to think like what other news? Oh my God. This is what I wanted to tell you. I didn't even get a chance to tell y'all my opinion. Oh my God. First of all, happy birthday to Blue Ivy. Her birthday was January 4th. How freaking cute is Blue Ivy? Oh my God. She looks just like her father. If y'all know me, let me see if I could show y'all. Jay-Z, he's up there. He is my inspiration, favorite rapper. He is my male alter ego. If I was a guy, I would be Jay-Z all motherfucking day. Nobody inspires me like Jay-Z. Nobody could well, there's other people that inspire me like Jay-Z, but music-wise, nobody could do it like Jay. Jay is the man. Anyway, she looks just like him. She's tall. She's so freaking cute. I can't even handle how cute she is. So happy happy birthday to Blue Ivy, Jay-Z's twin. Okay. Sorry with all this mouth stuff, honestly, with these noises, because I know it's annoying, but literally, I'm not going to be able to talk to y'all without this halls because this dry cough is really annoying. And I don't want to be coughing in your ear. I'm not sick anymore. It's just this dry cough. I didn't even get a chance to tell y'all how I felt about that Nori situation with Kanye West. I didn't even get a chance to tell y'all that. I've been gone like a month. So I'm going back with these old stories, and y'all probably like, all right, Angie, we off that. Look, I grew up on CNN, on Nori. Like, Nori got classic albums. Nori is the man. You know what I'm saying? Young Nori, hood street will pop off on you. I remember the whole alleged shooting in front of Hot 97. Like, you know, Nori was alleged, because I don't know, you know what I'm saying? But y'all know, you know, the story or whatever. But like, Nori is the man. CNN, like, classic group, classic verses rhymed with pun. Like, Nori is the man. You cannot take his legendary status away. And I'm a big Drink Champs fan. But this is what I want to say. As a person like me, and I'm literally like, I always say, oh, I'm literally a nobody. I'm literally nobody. But in a podcast space, like where I want to be, I'm not really like where I want to be. Although Spotify did tell me that my podcast is in the top 15% most shared globally, top 15 my first year. But you know what I'm saying? A little humble, but whatever. Back to Nori. So like major Nore. What is it? 2022 might have been the best moment for hip hop albums. Oh, okay, that was an old song. Okay, so love Nori, love Drink Champs, right? But even me who do podcasts, there's certain guests that I pre-record with. You understand what I'm saying? And I do that for several reasons. I do it because sometimes I'll have guests. There have been guests that I've had. Sometimes I edit certain things out to protect them, because I could have them just out here looking crazy with some of the things that they say, but I use wisdom and discernment. So sometimes I pre-record depending on who the guest is, and then sometimes like I'll interview people and it'll be cool, and then they'll call me later and be like, yo, Angie, can you take this out? Can you take that out? And I'm cool about it. Like, if a guest of mine doesn't feel good with having certain things in an interview, I'll take it out. It's not like I make them sign something and say everything that you say, I'm eligible to use your stuff and this and that, because I'm not really about burning bridges. You know, I'm about having bridges. So anyway, like with the whole Kanye thing, my thing is like, sorry y'all, I don't think Nori should have took the interview down and backpedal, because I think it hurt his credibility a little bit. I think what they should have did was, all right, I think a few things, right? A lot of people think doing podcasts is just, oh, we just get on here and just talk and whatever the case is. No, I can only speak for me. When I do a podcast, whoever I'm interviewing, I'm planning out my show. So I'm thinking of the questions I'm going to ask them. I'm thinking of the sequence of how things are going to be segued into certain things. And it's just not like turning on the camera and whatever. Like podcasts, you know, they take work. And that's going to lead me to my next topic that I want to talk about, which is respecting people's time, because it's crazy, you know. There involves a lot of stuff, you know, doing an interview or a podcast. So with Kanye on Drink Champs, I think that I think that interview was a little bit too maybe advanced for Nori and EFN, because I kind of believe that Kanye like talks circles around them. Because with Kanye, he more so, if you just let him talk, he'll go on different tangents. So when you're talking to him, you kind of got to like redirect him to like, you need to understand when you're doing the podcast, when you're interviewing somebody, the guest is following your lead, not the other way around. So you need to have like a sequence of how you want your show to go and how you want the conversation to go. You can't always control exactly how the conversation goes because maybe it'll go different ways, but you got to be able to go a different way with the guest and then bring them back. Go a different way and bring them back. So with Kanye, he was spinning them. He was spinning them everywhere. And they didn't know how to reel him in. Now, again, this is just my opinion. Just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to, I'm not judging anyone. This is just for the sake of just talking to y'all or whatever. So yeah, he was spinning them. They didn't know how to redirect him back to what it was. So he was saying all these things. I'm not thinking with a budget like what Drink Champs has and on a level of broadcasting that they're at, that the editor wouldn't have said, like, we need to edit some of this stuff out. Because although podcasting, we don't have the FCC, a lot of stuff could get you canceled now. You understand? So even me, I watch a lot of the stuff that I say. I always preface things. I always say, I try to do good journalism if it's something that I don't know. But I also have a degree in radio and television production. I have a bachelor's degree, but even without that degree, you know, this is just common sense. If you don't know something, you say allegedly. If it's something that you see during your broadcast that you feel like might get the guest in trouble, you might want to edit it. You know, if your guest is going off on tangents, you could let them go, bring them back. But I think it takes practice, and I think it takes time. And I think with Nori, I think he had the best intentions because I think he's a good person. But I just think that conversation at that time, he was trying to be a friend for Kanye and he was trying to give him an outlet. But I don't think he was prepared to be able to handle the Kanye situation. And what Nori should have did was, I mean, listen, what Nori did should have been remember what Puff Daddy did, y'all? Remember years ago when Chris Brown lumped up, like when he did that to Rihanna and she was like really bad, and we all saw the pictures and the news and stuff like that, and everybody canceled Chris Brown. Diddy was on Ellen a few weeks later, and Ellen was like, well, I don't understand, because after those pictures came out, remember Chris Brown and Rihanna stopped seeing each other, but then they saw each other again at one of Diddy's properties. So Ellen tried to press Diddy like, how could you allow that man to see her in your property? And like basically saying like Diddy should have canceled him as well. And Diddy just like checked her like, this is my house. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can do what I want with my house. And if she wanted to see him or whatever, I forgot what he said, but he stood on his. Do you understand what I'm saying? The thing with Nori was, it was like, yo, bro, like this happened. Okay. It was, you know, it was heavy, you know, Kanye was getting canceled and losing a lot of deals and stuff. But I don't know, like some of that street cred that Nori had, like I'm kind of still mad at him for just taking that interview down. He could have said, you know what, I'm gonna re-edit it and put it up. I do understand how some of the stuff can definitely offend people or be taken as anti whatever that word is. You know, I'm gonna fix it, but I'm gonna leave it up. I'm gonna stand on his interview because when I did it, this is what I wanted to do, and that's my friend. But I think what he did is just kind of like, it kind of rubbed me the wrong way. And I'm like, damn, Nori, you're a freaking legend, bro. Like, why? So I don't know. So that happened with Nori or whatever, and I don't know. Like, I like Drink Champs, but I'm just kind of like, But again, you know, Nori is a legend, and shit, if I ever could get to the point in broadcasting that Nori asks me to come on his podcast, I'm there. You know, I ain't crazy now, but I just don't like that. So tell me what y'all think about that whole situation. Okay. Speaking of the West, the Kardashians, Kim Kardashian did an interview with the Queen, Angie Martinez, the Queen, Angie Martinez, in Real Life podcast. Check out her podcast. It's called In Real Life. Angie, the Queen, interviewed Kim Kardashian. And I'm not going to recant the whole interview, but I think it's a dope interview. And I think it's an interview you should check out. And it's real. You know, she started crying and stuff like that during the during the interview and stuff. And she said she had kind of like an emotional day, but basically like she was saying like, you know, she had an amazing dad and that's what she wants for her kids. So make sure y'all check that out. So that was something. And what else has been going on? Oh my goodness. I don't even know. I can't even think now because I didn't write anything down to even like talk to y'all about anything. But I'm gonna come back tomorrow. I'm gonna do another live and then we'll have some more topics that I guess we could talk about a little bit more. Um, so I guess how long have I been on? 45 minutes. I'll do like another 15 minutes and then I'll get out of here. I should freaking mute this because I'm about to sneeze. Hold on, y'all. If I sneeze, I'll mute this. Oh my god, it's like the dust. It's giving dust. It's giving all that. Okay. So tell me, y'all, what is your New Year's resolution? You want to know what mine is? My fucking resolution from today all the way until the end of time. I ain't chasing nobody and I ain't waiting on nobody. Hello. Say it with me. I ain't chasing nobody and I ain't waiting on nobody. Listen, and that goes for anything. I am a stickler for time. I believe that people's time, you need to respect it. All right. If I have somewhere to go, I plan to get there at least 10 minutes early. I don't care if it's a party. I don't care if it's a doctor's appointment. I don't care what it is. All right. I respect people's time. I expect people to respect my time as well. A lot of people sometimes, especially when you're doing online content, interviews and stuff, they just think, oh, you turn on the camera and hee ha ha. No, if I'm doing an interview with someone, if somebody makes an appointment with me to do an interview with them, I'm researching the guest, or if it's not an interview and it's just a topic discussion, I'm definitely planning the show out. I'm planning out questions. I'm planning out topics. I'm getting ready. I'm doing glam. I'm doing certain things. When I cut on the lights, if a motherfucker is more than 10 to 15 minutes late, I'm moving on to the next thing. I ain't chasing nobody and I ain't waiting on nobody. Respect people's time in 2023. Time is money and motherfuckers ain't got time to wait on you. All right. So I'm a stickler for time. I respect other people's time. I expect people to respect my time. So 2023, I ain't chasing nobody. I ain't waiting on nobody. And that's part of my New Year resolution. What else? I don't want to miss any more time uploading content. What else am I going to be doing? Listen, guys, I'm also into beauty as well. I've worked as much as I love music, as much as I love interviewing, as much as I love talking about entertainment and stuff like that, I also love beauty, right? So I have Angie's World of Beauty on Instagram, but I also have actually, you know what? First of all, y'all can follow me if you want. You can follow me on Instagram. I have Angie's World Podcast, but I also have my Angie's World of Beauty. So in 2023, I want to put a lot more focus into my beauty space because there's a lot of things that I just love to do. And now I'm going to be getting into just more stuff like nails. Like I already love doing makeup and stuff like that. And there's so many things I would love to teach on there. And I also want to do hauls. Like, I see, I get a lot of compliments when I go to work or when I go out and people like what I wear to work. And they be like, I need to see people with a body like mine, try on things or maybe, well, not me. Like I like to see people obviously with a body like mine so I can see how things look. But when I get compliments, I'm like, damn, I need to, when I do like shopping at like Fashion Nova or, these other affordable boutiques, I need to do like beauty hauls, like, fashion hauls, try this stuff on my other page. So other women that are similar shape than me can see what looks good, what doesn't look good. I want to do more beauty stuff where I, where I teach more stuff with beauty, with hair, fashion, more lifestyle stuff. I'm also a very spiritual person. So I have another YouTube channel called Angieisms. But once I get like the beauty channel off the ground and the Angieisms off the ground, I'll definitely come up on here and talk a little bit more about that. But in my Angieisms, I want to talk about my prayer life more. I want to talk about my spirituality more. So in 2023, I'm definitely going to tap in to having people learn other parts of my personality, like my spiritual life and my beauty space. And I'm going to get into nails now and do like more gel stuff and more designs, because I'm like super creative like that. I like to I love to do makeup. That's a form of drawing and painting and stuff like that. And I just want to kind of open up that space and connect with people in the beauty space. So in 2023, I ain't chasing nobody. Say it with me. I ain't waiting on nobody when it comes to my time, when it comes to what's going on. I don't care if it's podcast guests. I ain't chasing you. I don't care if it's your love life. I ain't chasing you. A man, a woman, a child. I ain't chasing and I ain't waiting. And I'm getting to it in 2023. Do the things that you love. You understand what I'm saying? Don't, if you work and you spend your hard-earned money on crystal glassware, whether it's like a glass or a plate, don't wait. Don't sit. Don't put it in your china cabinet and say, I'm just gonna look at it. Use it now. Do the things you love now. Don't procrastinate and say, I'm going to do it there, or I'm going to wait and I'm going to do this. No, I want to open up the other channels of who I am and put it out there to social media. And I also want to have like more grander conversations on my podcast. I'm still going to be doing my interviews, but and still, we could touch on celebrity news and stuff, but I want to have like bigger conversations, deeper conversations. I was on a phone with a friend of mine yesterday, and we were just talking about, the system and taxes and just like, poverty and just different things. Like, I want to have like conversations that can be life changing. So my challenge of 2023 is to think about conversations that are going to be able to change lives, and try to have those conversations for 2023. So we're doing that. We ain't chasing nobody. We ain't waiting for nobody. We going into the beauty space. We taking over we just taking over. So you know what? I want to thank whoever tapped in to my live. It's starting out small, but I know that if I come here every day and be consistent, my lives are gonna grow. So I thank everybody who has who tapped in to my live today and who's gonna watch this later. What up, Kev? What up, Kev? Yeah, and then I'm also gonna bring back A-List After Dark. I do like talking about, Kev Pryor, who's in the comments, he does my A-List After Dark with me. I want to bring that back. You know what I'm saying? So me and Kev, we could go do our little, topics on A-List After Dark. He's always so fun to check. And check Kev out. Follow him at 950 Kev. Thank you for stopping by, Kev. I appreciate you. I hope you guys enjoyed what I was talking about. Now it's just kind of like me, just like, promoing all of my plans in 2023. But yeah, check out Kev at 950 Kev. He got a whole bunch of stuff going on with his radio show, which I'm going to be on this year. I don't know, probably or maybe this month or next month. I want to go check Kev out. I want to bring back A-List After Dark. He could do a couple episodes. He's also been on my Ladies VIP. Like I said, my shows are for everybody. So, all right, to reel it back in, we have, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. We got Angie's World Podcast, which is going to continue to go this, 2023. That's never going to stop. Like I said, the beauty space, please follow Angie's World of Beauty on YouTube. That's getting ready to kick off. I'll remind you, I want to have a little bit more content on there. And then Angieisms, my spiritual life, my prayer life, I'm going to kick that off as well. I have a TikTok, Angie's World 1. I have an Instagram at Angie's World Podcast. I have my beauty Instagram at Angie's World of Beauty. Please get familiar, because I'm here and I'm here to stay. And thank you all for tapping in. Cheers to 2023. I hope that this year brings you all of the dreams that you have in your life, whether it's finance, whether it's family, love life, everything that you want to happen for yourself. Manifest it, pray on it. God is a good God. I hope that you all get it. Be safe, because this world is crazy now. You got to stay prayed up even more. Oh, you know what? I also wanted to do. I wanted to try ASMR. What do y'all think about that? While I had COVID, the only thing that was helping me fall asleep was like ASMR podcasts, like where they whisper like this, and they have this like mic, and da-da-da. Like, or they'll do like little, like, I don't know, they'll like chew, or they'll do like little stuff like that. I don't know. I was thinking about trying ASMR, and I wanted to do like, I have an eating channel too. I didn't kick that off, but like, like, I don't know, like lunch with Angie or something where we could just like eat and shit. I don't know. Those I created those YouTube channels, but I'm not really promoting those. But I want to do that in 2023. Listen, sky's the mother effing limit. And listen, y'all, I want to open myself up more. My New Year's hip hop resolution is to not be such a snob when it comes down to music. Send me some music that's dope, y'all. I will definitely check it out. And if you're a new artist, send me at Angie's World Podcast. DM me and check my DMs, okay? Drink water, stay safe. If you guys are going to drink alcohol, please stay hydrated and drink water. Please watch what's going on with this weed situation. If you're getting weed out in the street, this fentanyl situation is out of control. Please try to buy weed legally. Since weed is legal now, try to get it from a dispensary if that's what you do. Just be careful, y'all, please, please. And I hope that, you guys enjoyed this little live here. I wanted to just tap in and say hello. Happy New Year. I love you. You could be anywhere in the world, but you decided to be in Angie's world. And for that, I love you. My name is Angie, and I'm out. I'll see y'all later. Love ya. Deuces.